Hey guys, Sovereign Saurus here, welcome to a new video. So, this is my Gillick portrait collection of sovereigns, and you'll see there is 9 of the 10 available years. So, the first one was 1957. Here I have the 1958. And the reason it's called a Gillick sovereign is because of the portrait on the back. So this is obviously Elizabeth II, the first portrait, designed by Mary Gillick. And yeah, you'll see I have 9 of the available years until now. So I've been keeping an eye out, and finally one came up, a nice bullion one on the second-hand market. And here we have the 1957. So I think the 1957 is slightly lower mintage, but some of the other years are, relatively less seen, although not totally uncommon. So now I have all 10 of the available years. The final one is 1968, and I've got a few multiples just down here. So in 1957, Mr. Harold Macmillan takes over as the British Prime Minister from Anthony Eden. Dwight D. Eisenhower starts his second presidential term. And Gordon Gould invents the laser, apparently. And also we have the Boeing 707 flying for the first time. So an interesting year. Not many incredibly interesting people were born in this year, but one or two. So these are the Gillick portraits, and these are just on, well, this is a commemorative Churchill coin. It's not a precious metal coin, just one I found in a random box. And these were circulating brass threepences, the threepences. I'll just get a bit of focus on that for you. Maybe not. Here we go. So these are actually in circulation. Now, anyway, back to the sovereigns. Yeah, you'll see I have all 10 years. I've got a spare in this year. 1962, we've got a spare there, and we've got a couple of spare 66s. So yeah, I've just picked them up when they've been priced, bullion coins, that's all they are. Whilst some people do like to collect the Gillick sovereigns, and it makes an easy one to do a run on with there only being 10. They're relatively modern, so, oh, I've got a spare one here as well. So they're relatively modern, they're not like some of the young Victorias, which have been around for hell of a lot longer and were actually in circulation. With these not being circulated coins, it's much easier to find them in better condition. So for that reason, it's a good option. And yeah, a nice portrait. So that is the date run of those put to bed. I will still buy Gillick sovereigns if they're a good price. I'm just buying bullion sovereigns for the weight. So that is all good with me, and yeah, I like it. It's one of my favourite portraits. In terms of the other dates, I have quite a lot of the Edward dates, because there's not many of those either. And then in terms of other dates, so the more modern years, like the last 22 years, I'm missing about 4 of those. And then there's a few other Elizabeth II portrait, and again, that's not a very big run. I just don't see them for sale very often, so whilst I've got 1 or 2, I haven't got many. And then there was quite a few years where it was only proofs, so the third portrait you only find in a proof. And then, like I say, we're 4th and 5th is what I've got most of since the millennium. So what do you think? What is your favourite portrait? Do you like the Gillicks? Do you remember the Gillick head being out in circulation on your old coinage? So what's this? 1 penny, an old 1 penny. So 1962. So the new modern pennies are more like a half sovereign size, and they're not made of copper anymore. They're made of probably plated steel, I guess. They're something very cheap anyway. Whereas these are, I believe, copper. I've got a magnet actually. Let's just see. Yeah, not magnetic. So I think these are just copper, and you'll probably find that one over there is magnetic. No, it's not. Okay, I'm not sure what that's made of then. But anyway, that is the Gillick portrait, and I now have my date run. So In terms of the sovereigns, we are over 100. I have a 100 sovereign update video coming for you soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to try and get them all together. It's just a bit difficult logistically. So hope you enjoy this, and I will see you soon.